You know, that feeling, that constant sort of tug for approval, maybe at work, with friends, even like online. It feels like we're always performing, doesn't it? Trying to get anyone important to notice. Well, today on the deep dive, we're getting into something really powerful from LaKenya Monique's book, Audience of One, From People Pleasing to God Pleasing, Volume 1. It's all about finding real freedom from that struggle. So our mission today is to really unpack how we can make this big shift, moving away from always needing human approval to, well, genuinely seeking divine approval. We're going to explore 4 main ideas from the book. Finding happiness, well, maybe only God sees your good deeds. Cultivating contentment while you're waiting for, that something bigger God might have planned. How to actually nurture and lead the people God has already put in your life right now. And finally, anchoring your real worth, not in what others think, but just in God's opinion of you. The book paints this picture. It's really vivid. Imagine you're on this huge stage, spotlights curtain up, but you look out and there's just one person in the audience, only one. And this isn't just anyone.
It's the most important being ever, and they love you like crazy. So the question is, do those 10,000 LP seats even matter? That's living for an audience of one God. Okay, let's unpack this. What's so fascinating here is this idea that God is always watching, always listening, and his opinion really matters more than everyone else's combined. What strikes you about that?
Well, what really jumps out is how it completely flips the script on our motivation, doesn't it? It makes you ask yourself, like, if I genuinely believe God was right here, seeing everything, hearing everything, how would that change how I live day to day? It's about aligning your internal compass, with that single most important observer. And the insight there is huge. When your ultimate validator is God, then all the external stuff, criticism, praise, people just ignoring you, it kind of loses its power. It doesn't define you anymore. It builds this resilience inside.
That's a really powerful reframing. But okay, what does living for this audience of one actually look like? In the messy parts of daily life, the book must have some practical examples, right?
Oh, absolutely. It gets very practical.
Yeah.
It talks about things like reading your Bible because you want to hear from God, not because you want to sound smart in your small group, or say singing worship songs when you're alone in the car. Just because you believe God enjoys hearing you sing, that's enough. Making decisions based on what you genuinely think pleases God, even if it doesn't please the people around you. That can be tough. And serving others, helping people out, whether anyone pats you on the back or even notices. Because the book really hammers this home. God always notices. It's a total internal shift away from meeting that external attaboy.
Yeah, I get the power in that. It really resonates.
Yeah.
But let's be real. For people who, thrive on connection and maybe need a little human feedback, which is natural, right?
Yeah.
How do you actually shift that focus without just checking out from people? And here's the tricky part the book raises. Can you really be happy with just God's attention? Especially when you're feeling ready for something bigger or wanting more influence.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't